Hello folks, welcome to OTD, also known as On the Deck, where you can get all the sports you need in 10 minutes. My name is Adam Orduna, this is my mom Gina.
He is the journalist.
She's the enthusiast.
You know I'm enthusiastic because we're talking about football.
Yes.
And I'm also enthusiastic because you're home.
Yes.
You've been gone for a week.
Took a week off. I had to go down to Florida. There was a wedding that I was a part of. My cousin Ashton was getting married to his wife Akia.
To Ashton.
Ashton and Akia Beck. The wedding was a success, so we had to take the week off. But I'm glad to be home and back to doing the show. I did miss you and our viewers. It was a nice little break, but I'm glad to get back to work.
I almost did this show without you. I'm not kidding.
Well, you know, hey, you could have definitely done the show by yourself.
Well, there's a few things I don't know how to do, but if I could have figured it out, I would have been out here.
Right. Well, since we are back, we have the NFL preseason officially kicking off, and it took place last night in North Carolina in Charlotte. We had the Carolina Panthers taking on the Houston Texans.
Oilers.
And there was the Oilers don't exist, by the way.
Always in my mind.
There's no Oilers team.
They will be the Houston
in hockey,
Oilers.
there's the Oilers, but not in football.
Will always be
the Oilers went away in like the early 90s.
Nope.
So, but the Oilers didn't play, but the Texans did play. And Deshaun Watson, who is the rookie all-star quarterback out of Clemson University.
National championship quarterback.
Yes, exactly. 2 back-to-back national championship appearances. Was the star of the show last night. Even though Christian McCaffrey was playing, he had a couple carries. He had a couple decent plays, but he was nothing to really be all up in arms for.
Can we pause for one quick second?
Sure.
Because I know I'm going to sound like a hater about Christian McCaffrey, because I'm a hater about Christian McCaffrey.
Okay.
I know he has talent, but I'm just not impressed. I wasn't impressed at Stanford. People are like, how can you say that? All the yards. He ran behind one of the best lines ever. The guy, he does have talent. I'm not saying that. But for people to be like, oh, he should be the prohibitive Heisman person for its senior year. And, oh, he didn't play in the bowl game because, oh, it didn't matter. Oh, he tripped for a first down. He followed his blocks, fell forward, put his hand down, and got a first down. Woo! Like, I need to see more before someone's going to convince me.
The reason why I'm not impressed is because you know how many other running backs are quick and fast and can catch the football and do returns and can block and do anything. I mean, they didn't throw him the ball, but it's like that's one of his things. He's kind of a Swiss Army knife. He can line up in the slot and he can catch kicks and punts. There are a lot of athletes that can do that, and I'm not trying to diminish his skill set like you said, but there are a lot of good players out there like Christian McCaffrey.
He gets the great white hype thing, and that's why I'm a little over that.
And you know, that's honestly racism to its max. Oh, because he's a white guy and he plays running back, everyone needs to be up in arms. How about we just critique him on being a football player?
Absolutely, because I can tell you, you can spit and hit about 15 football players who can all run the ball.
Exactly, and catch punts and can run fast and can catch the football and can run in between the tackles.
We have an arena team, and we have 3 Division I teams within 2 hours.
And 4 really with Nebraska.
So there are players all over the place. And like you said, we're not trying to diminish his talent, but it's like, I feel like he gets so hyped because he's a white guy playing running back.
Right, exactly.
It's like, just let his talent play out and we'll see.
And his last name is McCaffrey. He had 7 carries for 33 yards. He had his first run was a first down. It was a little G pull, a guard pull, and he read his block well, and
which is his job.
He did what he's supposed to do. He got tripped up and got about a 12-yard gain, and so he showed a little bit of speed on kind of an outside run play, and so yeah, he's doing what he's supposed to do. I'm not that surprised. The reason why I'm happy is because Deshaun Watson is delivering the goods, because everyone was like, oh, he's too small. He threw way too many picks, and oh, he was on a great team, and this, that, and the third, and it's like, hold on. You know the position that man plays. You know how much pressure it takes to play that position at quarterback.
In the ACC, which turned out to be the best,
the number 1 conference in football especially at the Division I level. Exactly. And so, to me, I felt like there was a lot more pressure on him to try to come out there. Your number 12 overall pick. Houston traded up to get you.
They did.
They let go of a lot of different picks. They wanted him. And so when you're a top 10-ish pick, you're expected to deliver, and he did that last night. Bill O'Brien, they call him Bill O, was raving about him all through training camp because he said that he's one of the best rookie quarterbacks he's ever been around. And this is a guy that coached Tom Brady. So it's one of those situations where I wanted to see Deshaun Watson. Again, nothing against.
Did he deliver?
He delivered. That third quarter. Now, his first drive, he was super amped up. You could see it.
Yeah.
The ball sailed on him a little bit. his nerves and his adrenaline and just everything. You know, there's a lot going on. But once that first drive was out the way, he was nickel and diamond and throwing lasers and scrambling around, and he was
scrambled for a touchdown.
I mean, he was phenomenal. 15 of 25, like you said. Rushing touchdown, 179 yards, almost 180 yards in the air. This guy's going to be great. I'm really excited for him. Skip Bayless was saying that he could be like the next Dak Prescott.
100%.
You know, the only difference is Dak was drafted in the 4th round, which is still unthinkable to me.
It's ridiculous.
He fell into Jerry Jones and the Cowboys' lap. And they didn't even want him. So
you know what? I have so much to say about that too.
Exactly.
You talk about great white hype.
Exactly.
You get a white guy to play running back, and he's good or a little above average, and he's the next coming.
Yeah.
You get these black quarterbacks, and it's all critique. Oh, he runs too much. Oh, he does this. Come on now. Come on now.
Right. Exactly. So it's just one of those situations where I was happy because the football season is finally kicked off. Now, last week we had the Hall of Fame game. We did have the Cowboys and the Cardinals.
Yes,
that was awesome because that kicks off the season. You have the Hall of Fame induction, and then you've got the game, and then every week from here on out is all football.
There's football
so
tonight. 7 games on tonight.
7 tonight.
Our Chiefs are at home tomorrow.
Yes, Red Fridays.
Red Friday.
Got to wear our red tomorrow. It's just going to be awesome, and so we've got
and it's my birthday on Saturday.
It is your birthday. Exactly. Right.
All good.
We've got Tom Savage and Brandon Weeden as the other quarterbacks to challenge Deshaun Watson. Do you think any of those guys have a true chance of starting this season before Deshaun gets on the field?
Unfortunately, I think Tom Savage is right now the starter. He started the game yesterday, and I feel like all the rhetoric around him, all the buzz, is that Tom Savage will be the starter.
Sure.
We have time between now and the actual game 1, week 1, but no, Brandon Weeden has no chance. He's like he's on the roster right now. But the fact of the matter is, I think just the way things go and all the excuses people give, Tom Savage might be the starter. Here's my caution. I love Bill O'Brien. Far be it from me, and the Houston Texans, Oilers, are still my team. I love them, not as much as the Chiefs, but you know what I'm saying. My point is that I think Bill O'Brien is the kind of guy who no one should second guess what he decides to do. He's that kind of coach. But please don't fall into the Jeff Fisher trap. Jared Goff sat on the sidelines way too long last year.
Yep.
They were going to be a bad team. I get it. He was going to take his losses. I get it. But when you move up to draft somebody in the first round, or you take the number 1 overall pick like the Rams did last year, you play these guys. Dak Prescott should have taught everyone the lesson. Get out there and let them play. So I'm afraid that Tom Savage might be the starter. I hope that we go with Deshaun Watson, let him get in there, take his licks, take his hits, and let's go.
Right. Well, and I just think that Bill O'Brien kind of has a little bit of that Jeff Fisher mentality too. He's really hard on his quarterbacks, and he doesn't give them a very long leash. He's real quick to yank it if it's not working out, and so I worried a little bit. I don't think that this will be much of a conversation after the preseason. I think people wanted to give Tom Savage the first couple snaps to make sure that, hey, let's get the pace set, and then let's get Deshaun in there. I think Deshaun's talent will win out. He's got so much more in the tank than Tom Savage. I think Tom Savage is a formidable quarterback. He's a backup quarterback, guys. He really is.
Let me dust you off. Thank you.
You know, he's been in the system and in the league.
He's
came out of Pitt.
Backup.
He's not your franchise quarterback. And now DeAndre Hopkins came out and was talking about Tom Savage is my guy. Well, the reason why he's your guy is because he's throwing you the football specifically. The same thing happened in Dallas last year with Dak Prescott, where Dez Bryant was getting all up in arms because Dak wasn't throwing him the ball, and that's why Tony and Dez were super close, because Tony would just throw it up to Dez in triple coverage, and Dez would come down with it. Dak was actually going through his progressions and his reads
and moving the ball around,
hitting it to Witten, hitting it to Lil Beasley, and guys were getting open, and so I think that's the system that has to take place. Like you said, if we take a lesson from what happened with Dak Prescott last year in the Cowboys, let your guys get out there. Carson Wentz, we were talking about this before the show. Carson Wentz, get out there and let these guys take their licks. They'll get some wins. They may take some losses, but let them get out there. If you go up to get them and you aren't in need in quarterback, then hey, that's fine. Kind of like the Chiefs. We got Alex Smith. You don't need to have them out there. But if you are like, we need this guy, then let him play. So
and the Texans need a quarterback.
They do, exactly.
So we'll see.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Jameis Winston is the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they right now are the team being featured on the show Hard Knocks by HBO. Mom loves this theme music.
I do every time I hear that music.
Day. It is really cool theme music, by the way.
It is good theme music.
We all know it's just like the Madden cover. Every time you're a player that gets on the NFL Madden cover, an injury occurs or your team, it's the Madden curse. Sports Illustrated is the exact same thing.
See what they did to LeBron James? They put him on the front cover.
I mean, exactly. So Hard Knocks has also got its own curse with the team that they follow. They are in need to really try to break that curse because they went 9-7 last year. We're one game away from making the playoffs. They are a young, fiery team with athletes all over the field. What do you think is going to happen with these guys?
I think the Bucs are going to break the curse. I think the Hard Knocks curse is legit if people get it in their heads and they stop focusing on preparing for the season. If they get focused on, did you see my highlights on Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
But the Bucs have a lot of talent. They've got a good coach. And
it's a good season so far. We've seen the first episode, and quickly as we wrap up, Kaepernick still isn't signed. Is he going to get signed before the season starts? Is he going to get signed at all? Period.
At this point, he's not going to get signed before the season starts, and if he gets signed, period, I think it's a toss-up. I really think 50-50.
It's going to be tough. There's so many layers to that. We're going to get into that later on.
We'll do a whole show
about that, but it is NFL news, and we want to give you an update. It is the NFL preseason
there's a rally
started.
For him tomorrow.
Exactly. There's a lot still going on there, but that is for another show. But we want to say we appreciate your time. I'm glad to be back. Football season is fully in swing, and so subscribe to our YouTube channel, type in my name, Adam Orduna, and like our Facebook page, type in OTD. We want to say we'll see you again, folks, and thanks for watching.